How's it going, everybody? Mike here from Kapowcast, back again with another Marvel Legends figure review. Today we are continuing the Strong Guy Build-A-Figure wave with Maverick. There he is, very nicely displayed. Got some cool deco going on here, a lot of floaty parts. Not sure how I feel about that, but we'll see. He comes with the Strong Guy arm. Nice image on the side there and on that side as well. Figure very nicely displayed. Along with the rest of the figures in the wave, we've already had a look at all of these. You can see what's ahead. Without further ado though, let's get him open. And Maverick does come with two guns there, very nicely sculpted. I do like the silver paint. I will take an all silver or paint or plastic gun over, you know, some of the weird colors they give us, like green and red and things like that. Silver, black, I'm always happy with. Here's Maverick out of the package. This guy I was a little unsure of, I'm not gonna lie. I thought he looked a little undersized, but once getting him in hand, I'm like, oh, you know what? He's not very undersized. I do think he is lacking in the paint department. I feel like this here could use some paint. The cables and stuff around his head could use some paint. I think that would really make him pop, because in some aspects he looks plain, but he's really not plain. So I don't know what it is with that. Just my perception. I could be wrong. But yeah, he does have some pouches, very 90s looking. Pulling a closer look here. This is all sculpted plastic, I do believe, with very minimal paint, it looks like. So they definitely, I think, went the budget route on this guy. But you know, it's a weird thing. Like I said, he looks really good, but at the same time, he looks very plain. I feel like a couple different, you know, paint colors here and there on this gold top part, whether it be back here or up front, could have really brought this guy out and made him just stand out a step above the rest of the wave. But he by no means is a bad looking figure. I kind of dig him. Dig him the frog. You guys remember that? Smacks smelled like pee. He does have a holster for his one gun here. You can just plop in there and that looks really good. And he holds on to his weapons very nicely. You know, no issues with anything falling out. Very happy with that. So good stuff. Let's take a look at his articulation. So articulation is as follows. First of all, the head, it can look up about that far before those wires push it back, and he can look down a bit. So you do have some hindrances though. You have this free floating part here, which will hinder him looking down. And then these wires back here, obviously you don't want to push too far. You don't want to damage or rip anything out here. So there are some limitations with the head. His arms can go out that far. They can go all the way around. He does have double jointed elbows, but I think the glove hinders him just a smidge. He does have an upper bicep cut, swivel and hinge on wrist. Though it looks like they did a good thing and they did the up and down motion for the gun with the wrist, which sometimes they don't do. They don't do it a lot, honestly. I can't tell. Yep, he has it on this one too. Side, also up and down, not side to side. He does have an upper diaphragm joint, I think, but once again, these straps hinder his articulation up here quite a bit, it seems. Like, I can get him to go that far and that far. I don't think he has any real waist articulation. We can look, I don't think so. His legs can go that far apart, can go that far up. Thigh swivel, double hinged boots with a boot swivel, boot hinge, well, ankle hinge, boot hinge, and a pivot on the ankles as well. So not too bad. So here is Maverick next to Jim Lee, Cyclops, and Wolverine. You know, he still looks pretty good with Cyclops. He still looks pretty beefy. But really, I was mostly interested in these two. These guys scale really well together. I was going to get Sabretooth in here, but he's in kind of a precarious place in my collection. Don't want to knock a bunch of stuff down. That Sabretooth anyway is very undersized. I'm holding out hope that they kind of go back and revisit that guy. Get him in a little bigger scale, maybe on the Omega Red body mold. I think that would be perfect. Then we can get a little Weapon X lies and videotapes action going on. Get Silver Fox going, get Beast in here. Be aces. So here's Maverick with the other figures in the way. We have Shikla, who will not stand. Deadpool and Black Tom. I've been trying to get her to stand, and she will not. She is just a very frustrating figure, and that wrist is still popping out on me nonstop, so yay for that. So while he's not, super popular or was super asked for or needed, I'm glad that we got this character. I'm glad we got Maverick. It's another character from the 90s. We can kind of check off that list that's shrinking with every announcement that Hasbro does for this X-Men stuff. Could he use a little bit more paint apps? I think so. And the lack of articulation here in the chest is a little disappointing. But all in all, he looks pretty good, so I'm pretty happy to have him. If you like this video and you want to see more, go ahead, click like, hit subscribe, and the bell notification to get notified of every time we post content on this channel. Until next time, take care.